let's go back for a minute in time and let's take a little journey. Why don't you tell us a little bit about psychedelics? I mean, we know about psilocybin and what we get out of mushrooms, but we also don't know a lot about, or we've heard about what we get out of the cactus plant. Um, but people have no idea what you really talk about when you're saying psychedelics. And I think that, just like there's a fear in discussing cannabis, there's a fear in discussing psychedelics. So let's see if you can dispel a little bit of the fear for us.
Of course. I mean, so specifically addressing your audience, because I'm imagining many of them are cannabis users and have had transformative experiences with cannabis. One thing that we always like to say is we don't really see these sort of these categories like cannabis and psychedelics, but instead we talk more generally about plant medicines, and cannabis being one of them, but also psilocybin being a plant medicine, which is the psychoactive ingredient in psychedelic mushrooms, which has shown incredible promise for treatment-resistant depression, for post-traumatic stress disorder, for alcoholism, for nicotine addiction, for cocaine addiction. Really what this is about the people, human beings who are suffering, taking their wellness into their own hands. We all know that the FDA approval process is a little bit backwards, and that it favors large pharmaceutical companies who have the capital and the resources to invest millions and millions and millions of dollars into getting drugs through the FDA approval process and to market. Meanwhile, there are all these other plants that have been used for thousands of years in ceremony for healing, that because they have been historically stigmatized by the media, by politicians, etc. Think of reefer madness. I'm sure you know the narrative all too well. They've been pushed to the sidelines. So now what we're seeing is that many people who have had transformative experiences with these plants, with these mushrooms, are coming out with their own stories and saying, I tried the stuff the VA gave me, or I tried the stuff that my psychiatrist gave me and it didn't work. And I found this alternative and it changed my life. Additionally, we're seeing a whole body of rigorous research coming out of institutions like Johns Hopkins University, New York University, Imperial College London, King's College London, showing that people know what they're talking about, that this stuff really does have the potential to heal people from mental health conditions that the Western medical community still doesn't fully understand.